Greetings, beloved cosmic familia, and welcome back to this channel. Whenever you find your way here and decide to tune in, welcome, 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 and much gratitude and appreciation to you. In this session, we are going to go into the bicycle deck first, but we're not going to stay in it. We're just going to get some energy flowing, get a little conversation going, and then we are going to turn to the Angel Tarot for a bit more insight, advice, and so much more for the collective. But first, I'm going to take a little sippy sip of my coffee and a short prayer. Your source of all that is, was, and will ever be, I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do through me. I call upon you at this time to guide me in summoning the angels of the highest white light, as well as our ascended masters, for protection, guidance, and clear, concise communication at all times. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And where God is, all is well. So it is, so it is, so it is. All right, here we go. It's a brand new day, a brand new life. Let's get into it, shall we? Yes. Into the bicycle deck to get these juices flowing. 3 shuffles and a split. Barely got a 4th cut there. 3 stacks equals a proper split. Alright, let's go. Here we go. What is it that we as the collective need to see and hear at this time? Okay, Source decided to give us 3. Here we go. We have 989. 9 of spades, 8 of diamonds, and 9 of hearts. Repetitive thoughts. Repetitive thoughts. Okay. Interesting. So, the collective, career changes, training, teaching, put it where it fits. It all resonates. So, you're having repetitive, restless thoughts pertaining to a shift in your vocation that is disrupting your contentment here. It seems as though the collective is entirely too focused on the outcome of this shift in your vocation. For the majority of you, I'm getting that it's like some self-doubt rolling around in your head about whether or not you're even teachable at this point in your life. You could be a bit more mature of age. And I'm saying this because 8 and 9 are the higher of the primary numbers. So you may be a bit anxious whether or not you're even going to have the ability to even fully take in the learning experience of this up and coming change for you. Otherwise, some of you are also taking on something new, not just for the financial benefits, but to occupy your mind and restore that Nine of Hearts energy. Some of you are taking on a new position and you're having mind attacks over working alone. Taking on a project, a solo project here. But I'm seeing improvements here with that Eight of Diamonds. I'm feeling guided to make one more pass with the bicycle deck. Whatever comes out, comes out. Tell us a bit more about this shift in vocation, please. Yes, this is meant to happen. We have the Joker card. You're being guided to be that risk taker, as not only will you be successful in improving your skill set, you're about to discover things about yourself that you didn't even know. A transformation through these experiences is about to occur for you. I'm just completing this full pass. And then we're going to go ahead and move on. I see. So this restlessness it involves understanding that to a degree with this Five of Diamonds that you're going to have to take some kind of loss. And with this Four of Hearts combined with the Two of Hearts, some of you could either be unaware or even ignoring these synchronicities occurring for you. Or the mind attacks are just drowning out the positives here. You're not fully seeing this synchronicity here just yet, because it seems as though fear is getting in the way of it. Some of you, this is an overall fear of change. But you are still going to take that risk and follow through with this transformation. The Joker card also represents innocence. So I see that connecting with and embracing your child self, bringing in a bit of fun and humor to the situation, is going to lead to emotional stability. So it's like child self and higher self are merging to some degree here. In order to overcome this low level depression. We have depression here on the table twice with the Four of Hearts and the Nine of Spades. So yes, I'm hearing allow your child self to be the front runner with this experience, beloveds. All right, let's go into the Angel Tarot. And see what the dealio is here. Alright, first we're going to go into this restlessness involving some sort of training or otherwise improvement in skill set. We'll get the deets on that and keep going. Tell us more about this Nine of Spades. The Awakening card in reverse. Feeling as though you're afraid to be yourself. You are afraid to be yourself. Some of you could just be a bit more on the playful side anyway. So people have a hard time taking you seriously. So you are concerned with fully embracing your true self out of concern of embarrassment. The Three of Air in reverse, though. It seems as though you may have dealt with some embarrassments in the past, and you haven't quite forgiven yourself and others in that situation. Tell me more about this Three of Air in reverse. Five of Air in the upright. You weren't thinking things through in the past. This is telling me that you didn't weigh the pros and the cons of prior situations before you committed. Understanding everyone's motives involved in this time of embarrassment. And because you were in some form of like low level depression and denial, it seems as though there is still some healing work that needs to be done. We have the Queen of Earth and the Queen of Water both in the upright here. There could have been some competitiveness, some petty, low-level competitiveness between this earth sign and this water sign. I'm getting like, who is the better person kind of vibes here with these two queens. Yes, I see. There was more going on than what was being spoken about. There was some hesitation. The timing was definitely off. It's as though you procrastinated to such an extent that when you did decide to be committal to the issue, your actions were delayed due to your lack of self-confidence. With the Seven of Air, you're being guided to spin that block and take a closer look. So what I'm seeing here is an opportunity to have another go at it, but first you need to thoroughly review everything, including everyone else's position and motive, and be the better person in terms of this petty competitiveness between these two queens. I'm getting that one of these queens is the collective and the other one was someone trying to get your goat, to make it just appear like you would be the least valuable in terms of candidacy here. Yeah, the moon is in reverse and the Five of Water. You were not following your intuitions, and therefore things did not turn out the way that you had hoped the first time. You're being guided to have a bit of a shift in perspective here. See that the positive in the situation. Realize the learning curve of what went down. And this opportunity has made itself back around for you. And now you know to forgive yourself and others, heal from this past experience, and do a more thorough review this time. You have an opportunity here to gain more insight, not only to what happened, but also how to step up your game so that this next time around, I'm seeing a second chance here, beloveds, and synchronicity, mutual interests, and attraction to a specific cause that you will know what I'm speaking on. It seems as though you were making this situation to be, you were making it out to be more severe than what it actually was, and you just threw in the towel before you took a second look. Now you have the opportunity for this second chance. And so long as you extend the forgiveness to yourself and others, heal that anxiety and restlessness. Understand that this solo project was made solo specifically for you due to the type of engagement that you dealt with before. So it may have been initially I see with the 8 of Diamonds a shift in the dynamics of your vocation. So you're not necessarily changing your vocation. It's just that the job description has been updated. It's been updated. And in the beginning, it may have required 2 or more people involved. But this is being customized now to be a solo project specifically for you. So ultimately, this other queen challenging the situation before, that option has been eliminated. But I'm seeing fairness extended to all, because this other person or these other people are still being offered similar opportunities, but they too are being separated. It's as though some form of realization has already occurred here, where the structure of this project needed to be changed in order to eliminate the unnecessary competitiveness. So they're being guided to work alone, work on their own, as are you. Where your evaluation is not going to be determined on how well you do against or versus another, but just the detail that you put in on your own into this solo dolo project. that is how your quote unquote production evaluation will be carried out on an individual basis instead of everyone being compared to the other. Once you take that competitiveness out, you take on a completely different edge of your own. Yeah, with the Lovers in reverse, this is heavily signifying that these particular projects are just better off by assigning one person to each assignment. Yes, renewal right behind the Lovers in reverse. A favorable assessment is being carried out at this time. Moving in a new direction. So this is clarifying the Eight of Diamonds. But this is a new direction that's favorable because it's going to expand your portfolio. Yeah, with that 10 of Earth in reverse and that 9 of Water in reverse. Although it was a minor, petty situation, it seems as though to a degree it felt like it turned your life entirely upside down with the combination of those two cards. I'm being guided to reach for the dice now to bring in a bit more detail about this situation. I'm already seeing a positive turn of events though, so that's what we are going to inquire. Tell us a bit more about this positive turn of events after some unnecessary petty competition. 2, 4, and 5. Yes, it really was just a temporary setback to restructure these projects. Yes, new information. New information coming through following this temporary setback. It's as though someone was creating tension intentionally to get you to back out of your vocation and make you just completely stop what you were doing. This other queen may have felt a bit intimidated or threatened even by your presence, your energy, what you bring to the table. But because you were a bit of a softie, they were able to somehow coerce you into engaging in this petty competition. But now these projects have been divided into solo uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. So, after recalling the past events, it was determined that the only reason why they wanted more than one person in this type of position, I'm getting that for the majority of you, this was a new business that just started. And the chairman of operations had first thought that these types of projects would require more than one set of hands. But in all actuality, by dividing the overall so what started out as one huge project was broken down into separate projects to eliminate that competitiveness. Wow. You guys see the wow. Ooh, beautiful. That is amazing. Ooh. Oh, that's giving me like warm and fuzzy. Yes. So yes, after this with the renewal card coming out and the lovers in reverse, it's like in order to keep everyone's overall health in check, everyone had to be separated and assigned to separate projects here. I did see the Unity card. Oh, eventually everyone involved is going to end up coming back together on this. 3333 on the timer as I said that. But a change had to be made. A change had to be made with this new business so that everyone involved could have a chance to shine as well as improving their skill set, which overall benefits everyone. And again, I see everyone involved coming back together at some point. It's as though this new business tried to get going using like traditional fundamentals, and so everyone involved had to be willing to step out of their comfort zone and try new methods. I'm seeing with the Two of Hearts and the Unity card that everyone involved is like-minded. You're like-minded. But I'm getting that this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Earth over here, was not being sensible at all. It's like they wanted to be the center of attention in this new project. And so they came off a bit cold. But here you are, the Queen of Water, the Queen of Hearts, coming in as an empath. So not only were your emotions affected and you were experiencing that, but you were also picking up on that energy and motion coming from others. Which would make sense why that Nine of Spades came out and you were having all these restless, repetitive thoughts. And it's like, how much of this is me? How much of this is them? In terms of energy, congealing. But with this other person coming in so cold and insensible, it started to like take on this whirlwind of chaos. So not a good jump, not a good start here, but it's turning itself around. And I'm sure beyond all doubt that everyone in this situation is coming back to their senses here and being more cooperative. Because towards the end, there is still unity. So you're going to be solo dolo on specific areas of this new business, or otherwise it could be an entire field, like a field service, where all of you have similar interests and are like-minded, but you have to set out on your own to complete these smaller projects in order to come together in the end, bring everything together as one. So the stage is being set for you, and an evaluation is occurring or has occurred where each of you are going to be given specific tasks based on your current skill set. And then once you wrap up the breakdown of these projects, once you wrap up what you are responsible for, there will be this reemergence as a whole, as a unit here. It's like pieces of the puzzle. Each of you get your own piece, and then you come together in the end to connect everything and bring it to a close. And I'm actually being guided at this time to bring this to a close. We see a happy outcome. Unity will be restored in the end. And everyone will be rewarded and praised and acknowledged at eye level. Thank you so very much for tuning in, beloveds. I certainly hope these messages find you well, and if you made it this far, you're a rock star. With much gratitude and appreciation, brightest blessings.